Yeah, it's your boy Fist in his house, bring another great edition of Crysis 2 from the Xbox to you, because hey, that's what I do. Now, if you don't know, this game exists. It just came out on the Xbox demo dashboard. I don't know if it's out for the PS3, but I do know it's out for the Xbox dashboard. So if you get a chance to download it and you love first-person shooters and you're a gamer at heart, I suggest doing it. Because I'm going to give you my opinion of the game in this review right here. So, a lot of people don't know the whole Crysis story and, you know, where it came from and the whole shebang. So I'm going to give you a little synopsis on it, like a little tidbit, or not a little tidbit, a little snippet. Basically, it goes like this. Crysis is probably the best first-person shooter engine on the market right now, as far as I'm concerned. It was the best first-person shooter engine for PC. The Crysis gameplay, you know, for military shooters and other games that they have developed. And it took them a while, but they finally got this game to a playable demo for the consoles. Now, I'm going to compare it to something like Call of Duty 2. It's the same path, better engine, better everything, because it's 2011, obviously. If you look at the textures of the glass, the walls, the lighting, everything, if you look at this in here compared to Modern Warfare 2 rooftop gameplay, and you look at the lighting and the texture and how the light comes in off of the street, like if that one side of just the layers in this game are ridiculous. If you look at this side, it's all bright and sunny, and then the city to the left of the map is on fire, and the smoke is like coming across, and the layers of buildings is so deep. I mean, it's just not the map you're playing on. I mean, it's the texture blossoms all the way out, and it has a pretty familiar perk system. Just like Call of Duty's perk system, but it's more in depth. Once you have your standard loadouts, and then once you start unlocking things by leveling up, they give you options, kind of like a MMO, to put certain points in certain perks, and in developing your own special customization kit. Now, in this particular game, these kill streaks are 357, just like Call of Duty 4. UAV, and then you get this thing, it's called Orbital Strike. It's kind of like an airstrike. And then you got the Zephyr, which is, here you see the laser beam that comes across. It's kind of like the Harrier strike. And then you have the Zephyr, which is like a 7 kill streak, which is a helicopter. So it's pretty much the same. They're pretty much copying Call of Duty 4's perk loadout and attachments, but the engine is far superior to Frostbite engine, far superior to the Infinity Ward engine. Just the clarity of the picture is just 10 times better, and it's 2011, and this engine was probably like 3 or 4 years ago, but it's just finally come to fruition, or whatever, how you want to say that word. It's finally come to light. They finally got this engine to the console, which is really great for us gamers, because in the future, just like Call of Duty 2, this game might not catch on right now. And to be honest with you, if they took this engine and stuck it in a modern warfare type fighting game, it would basically put the Call of Duty series out of business. That's the way I look at it. Now they're going with this like hybrid cross between like futuristic, you know, Halo, Blacklight, Tango Down / Call of Duty perk system, which, you know, I don't really have a problem with it, but, you know, it's pretty evident what people want. They want military, they associate better with military shooters, but I can go for this. I'm, you know, like I said, the layers and the texture of the map play, the gameplay is very deep. I mean, you can see here, I'm in my customization. I'm going to tell you what I did in my customization. I did a more armor less armor drain, which gives you like Juggernaut longer. So you could tweak your perks out. So like I kind of got this perk, which is like a Juggernaut perk, which lasts longer, no footsteps, and steady aim for long range shooting. Which, you know, my gun don't have muzzle lift, and that way I don't lose the damage. I was using a silencer, but I was losing damage in fights, and so I just switched it up, and this has basically changed everything for me. And you can customize the attachments. Like one of the attachments on my gun is the holographic, where I send out a guy and I take over a certain area, and so that's sick in itself. I mean, you can see right here the texture of the bricks, the rocks, the grass, the water hitting your helmet, and then you see I sent out my holographic right there. But you could see all what you get with this game, and it's just a demo. Like I said, it's probably not going to have the following behind it, because realistically speaking, when a game first comes out, it takes a while for the hype to get behind it. You know, usually EA hypes the shit out of their games. Like, they hyped the shit out of Medal of Honor, and that game was a big ass flop. Now they should be hyping this one out, but I think they just don't think it needs it. I mean, it's really not a EA baby. EA's just a publisher, and it's Crytek's baby. But I think, like I said, in the future, I really think this game will pick up. It's just not going to be hot right now, but it's a playable game. I actually enjoyed it. You know, the only thing I didn't like, and I got bored really fast, like within 4 hours, was that it's one map, 2 different game types, and after that, and you mastered everything and mix and match special everything, you're pretty much like, all right, I'm done. But as far as the idea and everything behind it, and you know, it's 6v6, you know, you can do big team battles, and so you have everything there. It's just, you know, the controllers. You know, if you want to throw a grenade, you have to right click on the diagonal key and then throw the grenade, and then it automatically goes back. So there's a lot more dexterity involved with the joystick, but you know, I like that, so it really doesn't bother me. As far as people going down when you shoot them, it's not a problem. I mean, the game has a lot to look forward to. I think in the future, you know, when it gets there, I would say probably the next, I don't know, this game might evolve a lot faster than the Call of Duty series. It took all the way to Call of Duty 4 for it to evolve to where it was like a household name and took over the Halo spot. But I think Crysis 2, Crysis 3, and you know, two generations of game, maybe by Crysis 4 it'll be the game that everybody will be playing. You know, because this is the same way I felt about Call of Duty 2. I looked at the game and I was like, you know, it's okay, it's not the best of games. But then when Call of Duty 3 came out, I was like, man, the joystick movement, everything was really had a lot of fluidity to it. This game has all of that right now, but it's just, you know, it's just lacking something. Maybe it's because it's like a futuristic game and I'm not feeling it that way. But the only thing I dislike about the game is the minimap. Let me give you a little hint. If you're a developer, never ever put the minimap in the lower left hand or lower right hand corner. Because what happens is I have to look all the way to the left of my TV. Anybody with a big television has to look all the way left and then look all the way to the center, and it takes them off the field of gameplay, which ruins the experience. If anything, always put the minimap in the upper left hand corner or the upper right hand corner, because most of the people in the world are right-handed, and putting it in the lower left hand corner is the worst place you could put it for a person who's predominantly right-handed. Because, you know, people who are right-handed, you know, they tend to look up and right, up and left. You know, they're not gonna. All this other information, other than the power drain from the shield, is useless. So, here I sent out a holographic just in case somebody's coming upstairs. Look, that guy went for it, and they got me a kill. So that's what's great about this game. It has a lot of deceptiveness to it. I mean, realistically, you can have a longer visibility. You can go cloaking. You sit in the bushes. You'll mesh right in. People can't even see you. I mean, the game has tons to offer to it. It's on a whole nother level than anything else that's out there. I mean, if I were to grade this game, I mean, I would probably grade it. This is probably what Unreal Engine wish it could be. It blows away the Frostbite engine. It pretty much blows away anything Infinity Ward engine developed. as far as like the idea of the game, I mean, it's got the idea of a Blacklight Tango Down game. I mean, what's the name? He's a great developer. I think if he had this engine, he would do very good. And you know, to me, it's like a cross between like Project Snowblind, Pariah, all those like weird games that, you know, you will like, but they're just off-brand and just never made it. But I think this game has a chance. I mean, it's got a great publisher behind it, great engine, great developers. There's some future for this game. So we'll see. I'll probably get it just for something else to play. So, and I'll post another game with gameplay. Until next time, it's your boy Fizz. Peace and enjoy.